Second item, Ukraine. We are deeply disturbed by the Russian government's callous and outrageous extension by 6 months of the detention of Ukrainian Member of Parliament Nadia Savchenko. We reiterate our serious concerns over her treatment in detention and reports that she is gravely ill while she remains a hostage to Russian authorities. We call on Russia to release Nadia Savchenko and all other Ukrainian hostages immediately, a commitment Russia made when it signed the Minsk agreements in September of last year, and again on February 12th of this year when it signed the Minsk implementation plan. To which we turn to you, Matt, for the opening contribution.
Just briefly before we go on to other things, on the Russia-Ukraine, your comments on that?
Yes.
It's my understanding that under the Minsk Accords, both sides, or all three sides, or all sides that are party to it, agreed to release what you refer to as hostages, what I think is referred to as prisoners or detainees in the agreements. Mm-hmm. Is it your understanding that Ms. Savchenko is the only person who covered by this?
By the Minsk agreements?
In your opinion, who has not been released, or are there others? And not just others held by the Russians or the separatists, but by the government of Ukraine?
Well,
and if there are, would you also call for their immediate release?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, a couple of points in that respect. First of all, just to go back to the commitments in Minsk, this includes the release of all hostages, which includes Nadia Savchenko. I'm happy to check and see if there are any other outstanding known cases of individuals who have not been returned. I would say that the case of Nadia Savchenko is unique in that she is being subjected to a legal proceeding and has been held in detention for quite some time, and that's why we've been drawing attention to that particular case.
Aware of anyone that's subject to legal proceedings that has been held for quite some time, who may or may not be ill?
Well, yeah, I think our view of this is that her case is unique. She's a member of Parliament, I would remind, and she's been taken back to Russia and is being held there.
But, you know, there are other people who are not elected, people who are not members of Parliament. Who
we certainly call for the release of all hostages.
Thank you.
That's we're not trying to suggest that she's the only one, but we're drawing.
Well, she's the only one
attention.
you talk about. So
no, as I said in my statement, we call for the release of all hostages. I haven't named
held
them all.
by whom?
All hostages.
No. Go back to your statement.
The statement. We certainly recall for the release of everyone who has been detained. In particular, in this case, I'll go back. We call on Russia to release Nadia Savchenko and all other Ukrainian hostages immediately.
All right, I'm missing the bit in the statement about Ukraine releasing
certainly
any hostages.
we urge all parties to implement all parts of Minsk. And
can I just
quick follow-up on this? Can you share with us the circumstances of her arrest? Where was she arrested?
Saeed, we've been over this many times. I'm not going to rehash this. You can do the research detained? If you want to research.
Just a simple question: was she detained in eastern Ukraine, or was she taken because you said she was taken back to Moscow and so on? I just want to know what are the circumstances.
We're happy to get that. We're happy to get that for you.
Thank you.
Go ahead.